Aloha, and welcome back once again. Skidamarinky Dinky Doo. This is Brendan, aka Skull Babylon. You're tuned in to Waking Up with Wolf. Thank you so much for being here, for being able to make this a part of your routine, for being able to make this a part of your practice, for investing in yourself so that you can continue to level up, so that you can continue to become more of who you came here to be, to fulfill your destiny. Right? Is that essentially what we were doing? Essentially, that is a big part of the reason why we wanted to be able to show up every day, is to be able to be who we are here to be, to fulfill our destiny, so that we can see with eyes that connect the heart of you and me, or something like that. Don't you see? It's all about the poetry. Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. It's an honor for you to be able to make it, for you to be able to make time. It's kind of cool when you think about that's like one of the things that we as humans do. We literally make time. What are you making time for these days? Are you making time to be able to work on your crafts, to work on your art, to be able to invest in your entrepreneurship, to be able to invest in your ability to drop into stillness so that you can receive the cosmic messages of the universe? We'll be practicing a little bit of that today, that's for sure. So for those of you who are just here in this moment, begin listening to your body. I know there's a few of you who, again, are just like, this is like your first week being able to tune in for Waking Up with Wolf, and you've been making it a regular thing, so huge props. Like, bonus points to people who are just joining and making this a regular team, and of course, like, extra special rainbow points to those of you who have been joining in for, like, more than this week. Like, oh my goodness. Gotta create special badges to be able to give to people who keep joining in and everything like that. Honestly, if you've been like tuning in just on the regular, send me a DM and I will send you like a special discount code for the quest item shop, just as a thank you for you to be able to be here, because I do really appreciate it. So again, just begin listening to your body. Today is a Wednesday class. For those of you who have been tuned in before, you know that Wednesday class are actually a little bit different. We kind of have like a bit of a container within each day of the week that we do. And for Wednesdays, one of the big themes is the theme of self-love, body love, being able to really like practice loving our temple, our vehicle. And so as you continue to massage yourself here, and quick note for those of you on Facebook, if you're watching this on Facebook, thank you. If the feed happens to crash, be sure to jump over to Instagram or YouTube, links in the bio, but either way, please feel free to share this. Much appreciated. So again, as you're massaging your body, one of the themes that we do here within Wednesday is that we really be able to practice honoring our temple, honoring our body, honoring our vehicle, honoring this vessel. And part of what we do is we invite people to be able to practice the later half of the meditation shirtless. And so this is totally optional. If it's something that you're comfortable doing, you're welcome to do it. If you prefer to keep any sort of articles of clothing on, that is totally cool with you. I'll be doing it as well. And with me leading by that, again, it's like us kind of like, practicing like kind of finding an edge of our vulnerability, but also allowing it to be an act of like deepening our self-love. Of being able to kind of like destigmatize the idea that we can love our body without it having to be like some sort of like over-sexualized thing, but at the same time still acknowledging the fact that like by our birthright, we are beautiful. By our birthright, we are cosmic sexy beings. So again, stay tuned for that. We'll do that in a moment. I just want to be able to invite us to just continue to massage ourselves deep into our tissues, getting those knees, even just getting the back of the shins. Maybe even just getting your toes. When was the last time you like massage your toes? Give your toes a little massage. Ooh, that feels interesting. Honestly, I don't do that very often. It feels kind of funny actually. Cool. So just working your way up, massaging even just your ribs. Get like right in there. Connecting with your breath. Have you taken that first deep breath today? Deep inhale through the mouth. Really feel that oxygen filling your lungs. Big exhale. So again, for those of you who may be entirely new, part of the bigger context behind doing this is, of course, the fact that myself, Brendan, have been facilitating a project known as Paradigm Shift Central for quite a few years now, paradigmshiftcentral.com, and this is about building a global team of shifters, people who are actively here to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. So, of course, you can go to the website to check out more, But part of what we're doing here is we're really just inviting ourselves to be able to develop these routines and practices and meditations and acts of self-love and acts of being able to encode our intentions into the grid so that we can continue to show up on a daily basis as the best version of ourselves within this day, knowing that we are constantly growing, we are constantly expanding, we are constantly learning. And so being a shifter, or being a light guardian is the other term we use, is about being someone who is here to intentionally help assist with the shift in consciousness through acts of creativity and compassion. So if that sounds like you, if you're just like, yo, that's me, that's what I'm already doing, then yes, that is why you are tuned into this broadcast. If you are tuned into this broadcast, then that means you are here to be able to, because you resonate with a very specific signal that we're sending out. So know that part of our goal is to be able to have a shifter in every major city in the world. So even if you guys, not that I'm asking you to do it right now, but at some point in the broadcast, if you even just want to leave your location, please feel free to do that. That's always a cool way for us to be able to see where people are tuned in. And then if you want to be able to get your information listed on the team map, you can go to paradigmshiftcentral.com and follow the signal to apply for your shifter pass, which is our private inner circle. So feel free to check that out as well. And stay tuned, and we have our team broadcast this Thursday, where we'll be hearing from some of the other shifters on the team, talking about some of the things they've been up to, some of the progresses they've been making in their community. Shout out, we got Brian, I can see who's joining in. Brian's actually in the process of starting up his own Paradigm Shift community where he is. And again, Paradigm Shift communities are about open-minded discussion and meditation circles or any sort of conscious community gathering to be able to help build the tribe, create portals for conscious discussion, inspiration, constant growth. So again, huge shout out to all of you. If this is something that you feel that you resonate with, be sure to check out paradigmshiftcentral.com, explore more, or just send me a DM and we can talk a little bit about it. So again, let's just kind of tap our face here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you listening. Tap our face here and just kind of bring ourselves into the intention for today's broadcast of really just loving ourselves. Let's really just practice loving ourselves as much as we can. So when we tap our face like this is a part of conscious self-programming. You can do this at any point in the day, and when you're doing this, you're literally just encoding this intention into your cells, at a microcosmic level. And it can even be a little bit more off your face. It can even be your chest. Again, this is activating the meridians, waking up the cells, even just the top of your head, giving yourself a little bit of a scalp massage. Go ahead, give yourself a little bit of a scalp massage today. And so let's just drop into a quick little bit of CSP, and let's just kind of program ourselves in to how we're going to feel today. So you can kind of repeat after me or just kind of speak your own words. So we can just talk about things about, I am so proud of myself for showing up. I am proud of myself for constantly learning. I am proud of myself for being flexible like the bamboo. I am proud of myself for being fluid like the water. I am proud of myself for being bright like the flame. I am proud of myself for being strong like the earth. You can see there's a theme that we got going on here, right? I am proud of myself for being able to carry my intentions like that of the winds. I am proud of myself for being everywhere like the ether. Right? I think that makes sense. Congratulations, you're everywhere. Congratulations, your body does not end where your physical body ends. You are far bigger than that. It's really trippy when you think about it. I am proud of myself for being compassionate. I am proud of myself for caring about myself. I am proud of myself for being able to help lead by example. I'm proud of myself for being a mirror for others to see themselves. I'm proud of myself for sharing my unique expression of source and soul. I am proud of myself for being proud of myself. Because you're allowed to be proud of yourself. In fact, we need to encourage being proud of ourselves. You need to praise yourself. We need to praise each other for the positive steps that we are making. That's such an important thing. So if you tune into this broadcast, praise yourself for it. You're investing in yourself. If you maybe if you did a little thing that was a little uncomfortable the other day, but you went outside of your comfort zone with intention, praise yourself. If you changed a little bit of your diet, praise yourself. If you read a book, praise yourself. Any of these little things are big investments towards the self. And hey, again, sometimes if it's just hey, I took it easy today, praise yourself. Praise yourself for listening to yourself. That is a big part of our journey. Our journey isn't just to be able to like make decisions, but it's being able to listen and practice being still enough so that we can hear what our body needs, what our soul needs, and trust that those decisions are actually like the decisions that are for our greatest good. So it's kind of like this idea that when we drop into a place of stillness, this is a quick tip, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. When we're moving through our day-to-day life, and if we're just like, yo, I'm going to make a decision, I'm going to do it like super fast and in the moment, but you're not entirely sure about it. If you don't feel like, if you feel like good about it, then like kind of lock into that and be like, okay, I feel good. But if there's a part of you that's just like even in the back of your mind, you're just like, this is more of a reaction than a response, and I'm going to do it anyways. If you do that, sometimes you will find that sometimes that will lead you to the process where you actually have to backstep. Because like something like wasn't like fully calibrated. But if you find yourself being able to practice listening, being able to practice kind of like moving into that place of patience and stillness, then you will find more often than not, like 100% of the time, that the answer will come to you. If you practice listening. And again, this is what we do with the chakra practice. We practice like tuning in to that information in the future. We practice tuning into our dharma. Is essentially what it is. We practice like seeing the map unfold itself ahead of us. The Dharma is your path of your golden self, your golden elf. So next time you find yourself like on an impulse decision, check in with yourself. Am I responding? Am I reacting? And if you're reacting, move into a place of stillness, take patience, come back to the decision at a later time if you can. So even if it, like a quick example would be like if you're going to like reply with an important message to someone, and you're just like, maybe you're a little bit like in the moment, you're emotional, maybe you could be angry, maybe you could be super excited, check in with yourself. If you have the privilege, step back. Create that space where you can be like, okay, what really needs to come through here? What's the best thing to come through here? And really honor that. And honestly, like this is like a hack. Like when you slow down and you're just like, okay, breathe. And you create space to listen, the message comes through. The clarity of your dharma comes through. The clarity of like being in a heart space comes through. So really, really honor that. That's a quick tip for you. Okay, let's move into the practice of our meditation again. For those of you who are just joining, part of the thing that we do here on Wednesdays is we practice doing our meditation with like honoring the body, honoring the temple. So what we're going to do, actually going to drop into a meditation today where we're really just going to like scan our entire body, and we're going to like give gratitude for every part of our body, which is probably like something that you have like not done in a long time, if ever. And so what we're going to do, excuse my voice, we're going to take off our shirt. I'm going to take off my shirt. I'm inviting you to do the same in whatever way you're comfortable. This is fully optional. This is an invitation for you to be able to do it in a way so that it's like all about self-love. It's all about practicing loving yourself. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit like kind of finding an edge of a vulnerability. But again, this is about like acknowledging the fact that like our temple is something very sacred in that sense. So if you got your light guardian crystals, then activate your light guardian crystals. Man, don't you wish you had a light guardian crystal so you could activate your light guardian crystal with me? Well, you can. QuestItemShop.com. Check it out. Message me for your discount code if you want it. Okay. All right. So let's just take a few moments here before we even just like take off our shirt. Let's just kind of like drop into this space, drop into this intention. So straighten up your spine, relax your face, relax your shoulders, connect with that breath. Deep, gentle inhale through the nose. Excuse me. Gentle exhales through the nose and the mouth. Again, gentle inhale through the nose. Gentle exhale through the nose and the mouth. Take a moment here to just hold gratitude in your heart, to bring yourself into this place of stillness. Thank yourself for showing up. As we move into this place of stillness, let us align with our intention to be able to fill our cup with peace, to fill our heart with love, When you're ready, you can gently take off your shirt. Again, fully optional. If you want to keep a bra on, that's totally cool too. Again, this is your practice. This is your practice. Emphasizing that. So I'm going to take off my shirt. Again, for anybody else who feels comfortable, you can even like keep your eyes closed. You don't even have to like open your eyes. And again, let's just take a moment here to even just bring our hands to our chest, to even just feel the skin of our hands on our chest. As we do this, just being aware of our heartbeat. Can you feel your heartbeat right now? Can you feel your chest rising with each breath? And so just taking a moment here to just acknowledge the gift of this body, and then we're going to scan through like every single part of it. Then we're going to move into a standing meditation, and then we're going to move into our chakra meditation. So just acknowledging the fact that this vehicle that you are in is a sacred, divine vessel. Was created with the utmost attention to detail, is a part of a beautiful seed that is unfolding. You yourself began as just this little tiny thing, and yet when filled with light and love, the blueprint unfolded into what you are today. You're still growing. Your cells in this moment are literally dancing inside of you. And again, I remind you to check your privilege. Like seriously, if you are human here on earth, check your privilege. And what I mean by that is the fact that there are literally other entities, disincarnated entities, who are envious of the fact that you have a physical body. They are envious of the idea that you can feel, that you have sensations, that you can touch things, that you can taste things, that you can smell and hear and love and kiss things. So acknowledge the fact that you can literally feel the ground underneath your feet. Acknowledge the fact that you can feel the air in your lungs. Acknowledge the fact that you can feel the energy of your body. And tap into that right now as you breathe. Feeling with each inhale, exhale, subtle energy moving through your body. And from here, gently, you can put your hands where you feel called to. Again, if you just want to like move your hands anywhere on your stomach, take a moment here to just like send your tum-tum a little bit of love. We'll come back to it in a second. Sending love to your tum-tum, super, super important. I know, again, a lot of us, like sometimes, self-body image is something that can be a challenging thing. But acknowledge the fact that your body is a story. That your body is beautiful, not just because of what it looks like, but because of what it represents. It represents all that you've gone through. It represents every step you have taken, all you have learned. And especially in this moment, really just sending like extra invitation for even any females who have like given birth, females who have carried life inside of them in any form. Just acknowledging the fact that like your body is what it is. And just acknowledging that like, maybe it looks a little bit different from how it looked when you were 18 years old. But hey, you know what? It doesn't make it any less beautiful. Your body is beautiful because your body is a story. And your story is beautiful. So take a moment here and just acknowledge that. Just be like, yeah, my body is really beautiful. My body is a story. My body is something that is more than just flesh. So let's continue to breathe here. We're going to gently scan our body. And just gently sending gratitude for every single part of our body as we move through it. So beginning just by connecting with our breath, and then we're going to move from our feet all the way up to the top of our head. We're just going to do this relatively quickly, but still with intention. You can kind of put your hands with your thumb and your index together, gently just place them on your hips, on your thighs, wherever you're comfortable. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Just imagining your entire body just kind of bathe in a beautiful, loving pink light. Feeling this pink light just surrounding your body right now, as if you're just like in some sort of beautiful pink light bubble bath that's delicious. Imagine you're just kind of like in this beautiful warm bubble bath that you're giving your body. And let us begin by gently bringing awareness to our feet. Take a moment here to thank your feet. Literally express gratitude for your feet as if they were a friend, as if they were someone who's like literally just like a part of your life. So take a moment here and just be like, thank you, feet, for allowing me to stand, for allowing me to feel the earth in my toes, on my soles. It's interesting that they're called the soles of the feet. What's up with that, you know? Thank you for allowing me to feel rooted. Thank you for allowing me to dance. Thank you for allowing me to stand on my tippy toes as I like lean in to kiss someone who I love or something like that. Thank you for allowing me to even just like climb a tree. And remember that feeling when you like climb a tree with your bare foot? Can you feel that? Thank you for allowing me to like stand on a beach. Thank you for taking me so many places. So take a moment here, send love to your feet. And as you do this, you're literally encoding your cells with more light. This, by the end of this meditation, you're just going to feel like more lighter. You're going to feel more love. You're going to feel like you just got, an energetic session that you gave to yourself, which is what's happening here. Give yourself this gift. Give yourself this space. Moving our attention up. Let's move our attention up to our shins and our knees. So taking a moment here, just thanking our shins, our calves, our knees, and just sending this cooling energy or warm pink energy. Just acknowledging, thanking our calves and our knees for allowing us to jump. Again, allowing us to move, allowing us to be ninjas, allowing us to crouch and to stand, allowing us to be seated, allowing us to bend. Thanking the knees that have traveled with us every step of the way. And maybe even just putting your hands like literally on your knees, any part of your body that you want to, you can just give it like a gentle like Reiki massage right now. For myself, I know that like as I've gotten older, my knees have gotten more tender. So like it's like, wow, okay, like I'm even more grateful for them. And I know that sometimes I have to be kind of like delicate with them and stuff. My knees have taken me through a lot of journeys of like parkour and ninja stuff, and I want to continue to do that. But now I just kind of have to treat them a little bit differently, and that's okay. So you just honor them. You honor what they're capable of. You honor all that they've brought you through. So honoring your knees. If your knees are a little bit tender, just be able to send them that love. Thank you, knees. Literally say that. Thank you, knees and kneecaps and the back of my knee. Actually, did you know that the back of your knee actually is like it's an energy point. The back of your knee is specifically an energy point. Like this is like kind of like an ancient like Taoist like Eastern medicine. The back of our knee is like a point where we carry a lot of energy. It's very interesting. So again, just moving ourselves up again. For those of you just joining in, yes, if you would feel comfortable, please feel free to practice this shirtless. We'll be standing up in a second. And this is all just about loving your temple, loving your body. Again, it is about like desexualizing the body, but at the same time owning the fact that we are sexual, beautiful beings of nature to begin with. So if you're just like, yeah, I'm freaking sexy and I know it, then absolutely own that, own that. Moving our attention up to our thighs and our hips. So again, you can just put your hands on your thighs and your hips, and again, just sending your body just this love. When was the last time you thanked your thighs? Again, thanking your thighs for being so strong. Thanking your thighs for being like trunks of a tree. Thanking your thighs for, again, allowing you to jump, allowing you to dance, knowing that it is not one part of the body alone, it is an entire team. Thanking the cooperation they have with your knees and your feet, thanking them for allowing you to spend those moments throwing it down hard with someone you love. And by that I mean the dance floor, of course. So just honoring your thighs and honoring your hips. Even just gently bringing a gentle sway into your hips. Honoring your hips for allowing you to like move your pelvis. Honoring your hips for allowing you to be able to like hug someone and push yourself into them and be connected in that physical form. Honoring your hips, and even just like your hips, and even we'll just bring awareness as well, even just to like our groin area in as much as a way that you're comfortable with. And just honoring your hips and your groin area, honoring your groin and just like the being the seat of your creation, being this powerful portal for just like so much energy. So literally just like honoring here, honoring literally your groin in a way that is, again, totally just like magical. Honoring it to be like this place where you can feel energy, where you can connect on deep, intimate levels, where you can share love, where you can literally return 2 to 1. 2 becomes 1. So just honoring, again, your thighs for allowing you to move and to dance. Honoring your hips for allowing you to swivel and reach with them and just expand in all directions. Honoring your groin in all the ways of how it is sacred to you. And just continuing to move along here. And again, just even in this moment, honoring just like the back of our hips, honoring our buttocks, really just honoring our bum in all the ways that it serves us. Just think about the fact that, like, when was the last time you thanked your bum? Like, I know this sounds kind of silly and stuff like this, but it's like, it's funny. It's funny that we think that it's like you're not allowed to talk to your bum like that. Like, that's too weird. You can't do that. There's like a law against that. It's like, yeah, well, tough luck. We're making our own rules. So even if you just want to gently put your hand on your bum and just give your bum a gentle squeeze in a very, again, just kind of loving way. I know it's kind of funny, but literally, don't, like, just allow yourself to, if you feel comfortable with this, again, this is your practice, but allow yourself to just express love with your heart, with your mind, with your hands, honoring your bum for being so important, for allowing you to sit, for allowing you to meditate on, for being a cushion that literally comes with you everywhere you go. Like, have you noticed that? You literally have a cushion attached to your tailbone that allows you to sit on the top of a mountain, or to sit underneath a tree, or to just sit on a floor. Or it's amazing. It's amazing when you think of it. So just honoring your bum for being such a great bum, and for being such an adorable bum. So thank you, bum, for being a bum. Thanks, bum. So again, just bringing love so far to our feet, our calves, our shins, our knees, our thighs, our hips, our groin, our bum, moving our way up to our hips and our torso. And keeping an eye on the time. We're okay. All right. We'll scan through the next part relatively efficiently. Bringing your hands, even if you just want to put your hands on your hips and your torso, again, just honoring your tum-tum. Honoring your entire waist, your entire torso, even your lower back. Again, just going back to this idea of like honoring your tum-tum for just like its ability to transform food into energy. The tum-tum is such a sacred thing. And again, for those of you who carry the womb, honoring your ability to give life, honoring the sacred vessel that you are. This incredibly important part of our procreation. So honoring whatever type of body you have is equally valuable, equally important. So again, just honoring your tum-tum. Maybe it's looked a little bit different over the years, but allow yourself to just love it as it is today. Beautiful. Moving our hands up to our heart and also our chest. And again, also our back as well. And again, in this moment, just honoring our chest. Love your chest in this moment. And again, this is a personal meditation for you. So again, if you feel that you're just kind of like gently giving Reiki to your chest in a way that's comfortable for you, that's fine. I'm just gently kind of like having my hands here. And so again, just like honoring your chest for being like such an important part. It allows your heart to beat. Everything on the inside, all of the organs, not just the skin. So honoring the muscles, honoring the nipples, honoring the areolas. Again, it's a beautiful thing, the fact that like men have nipples. I know this is like kind of a hot topic. I'm sure I'm not the only one who stays up late at night wondering why men have nipples. I know, right? It's a big conundrum. The reason why is because the fetus, the baby, like the body of a child, actually develops nipples before the gender is determined. And so that's why. So like before we are decide whether it's going to be male or female, the nipples are already there. So that's like why like the male have nipples as well. So now you know. So either way, like the nipples in themselves are like sacred portals of energy. And I really invite you to just be able to like honor that. And I know it sounds like kind of silly and you're just like, what? I'm a man. I'm not allowed to pay attention to my nipples. But in this moment, just feel free to, if you feel comfortable to. As well as your entire chest. Invite yourself to feel like just like, wow, I'm so beautiful. My chest is so important. It allows me to just like carry myself with pride. My breasts bring milk into this world if you're a female. My nipples are portals for sensations. Every part of my body serves a purpose. Acknowledging that. Every single part of your body serves a purpose. So just honoring that. And again, by the time you're done this, you're just going to be like, wow, like, I didn't realize I needed that, but I did. So again, this is basically almost like you're like cuddling with yourself here, in a sense. Practicing self-love, so important. Honoring your temple. All right, let's move it up to our neck, our shoulder blades. Honoring our shoulder blades. Just gently massaging them in this moment. Feeling the strength of our shoulder blades. Feeling the weight that they carry. So much of our emotional tension get carried in our shoulder blades. So to give those a deep massage. Oh, just take some big breaths here. Deep inhale. Big exhale. Beautiful, beautiful. So just honoring your shoulder blades for helping lift, for helping carry, for helping move things, for helping express yourself. Again, just moving through here, honoring your shoulders, honoring your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands, every part of your limbs, honoring that. Just continuing to breathe here. And again, just give yourself like a little bit of like a deep tissue massage as you're doing this. Honoring your biceps for allowing you to carry things. Honoring your arms for allowing you to hug things. For allowing you to give hugs and to receive hugs. So important, so valuable. Honoring your fingers for allowing to feel things. Even just kind of like rub your hands together here. Feel the tips of your fingers. Take a moment here where you like separate your hands and then gently bring your fingers together and feel that exact moment when your fingers touch. And I want you to fall in love with that moment. Like hold it just a millimeter apart and imagine it's like the moment where you're like touching fingers with someone who you got a crush on. Remember that feeling where you're just like, oh, and you feel like a wave of sensation. You feel your heart chakra and then you just, boom, you're just there and you're just like, whoa, that's not just me touching me. Like it's divinity touching divinity. It's the soul becoming one again. This is a very powerful idea that, you know, like we are like one soul that has fractaled itself out, constantly finding itself again, constantly learning to love itself again. So when your fingers touch, allow that to be like a moment of just like divine metaphysical romance with yourself. So just allow yourself to feel your skin, feel your fingers, honoring your hands, honoring every single part of your body. Just give yourself a bit of a massage, honoring your fingers for allowing them to feel water, to feel heat, to feel, you know, to pick things up, to carry a lightsaber, to massage your body, to be portals of energy. You know, basically like every single one of us, we have these natural superpowers where we can like, expel and transform energy with our hands. So just honoring that. Seeing, and even if you just look at your hands right now, if you open your eyes, practice looking at your hands, not just as like hands, but practice like seeing them on an energetic level. So imagine that you were like, not x-ray vision, but more kind of like psychedelic vision where the veil was pulled back. And imagine you can like see the energy of your hands and just be like, wow, I'm a being of light. And sometimes I look like this depending on my filters, but actually I am just like this incredibly dynamic being of light that is pulsating with energy all the time. And can you see that? Can you like look at your hands right now and look at the detail of like your lines on your hands? Just take a moment here and just read your hands. Maybe you haven't done that in a while. And I want you to just look at your hands as you have like the awe of a child. And just be fascinated. I want you to like literally on a day-to-day basis, practice becoming fascinated with everything. And in this moment, practice being fascinated with your hands. And just kind of look at them again as if you were like looking at the hands of a lover. And you're just like, wow. Like these are beautiful. They've done so much. They've gone so far. This is beautiful. So just allow yourself to just like take a moment here to really look at your hands. I want you to find a part of your body that you have never actually paid attention to right now. Guaranteed there is one. I want you to find a specific line on your hand or a specific crease on the inside of your finger. And I want you to just acknowledge it and just be like, whoa, I've never noticed that before. Like it might just be like a very small thing. And I want you to just like take a moment here to just look at it and just be like, huh, this entire time this has been with me and I never noticed it? Wow. So just practice that and just send it love. And just allow yourself to fall in love with your body. Allow yourself to fall in love with the fascination of your own temple. Constantly with new things to explore. And when you see the lines of your hand, you can see like your many lives. You see your soul's journey. Incredibly beautiful. So basically, you can just sit here and just stare off into your hands for the next several hours if you want to. I won't stop you. But here from now, let's move forward. Just take another moment here to just kind of love your hands. And we'll do this by gently bringing our hands to our face. It's like the Home Alone thing, right? So gently just kind of feeling our face with our hands. And even just kind of closing our eyes, because it's kind of hard to look at our face. So when we close our eyes, we can allow ourselves to see ourselves on an energetic level. And just being aware of the sensations. So again, just feeling our face. Feeling what our face looks like. And again, same with the rest of our body. Acknowledge that your face is your story. Acknowledge that how your face is like such a powerful portal for being able to express your soul. It's crazy when we think about that. Like, how complex our experience is, where me making shapes with my face and raising my eyebrows and doing things like this and making noises allows you to understand what my soul is saying. Like, yo, that's pretty high tech, man. That's like some advanced spiritual technology, if you ask me. So allow yourself to just honor our faces. Honor our faces for being beacons of our soul. And again, just honor your face. Honor the fact that your face has aged. Again, this is like something where it's just like, wow, this is my story. And yet also honor the fact that you can also continue to bring vitality into your face. Allow that vitality to be a reflection of the fact that you care about yourself. When you love yourself, when you practice loving yourself, your face will shift. You're like, kind of like, you'll notice like the cheeks will raise, like the bags under your eyes might shift. Some people, like, again, it's going to be different for everybody. And so if you have bags on your eyes, I'm not shaming or anything like that, but just be aware that your face can change. And so just loving your face right now. And like, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I noticed my face change too. Like, I look at pictures of myself, like, 3 years ago, and I can see it's like, okay, my face is different. Like, my cheeks there's more kind of something here on my face. And despite the fact that I, like, eat healthy and I exercise, like, my face still looks different. But I know that, like, if I wasn't fully taking care of myself, maybe my face would just be like this. So I'm still grateful for my face, for what it is. I'm grateful for my, like, cute cheeks. I'm grateful for my eyebrows. I'm grateful for my nose. So express gratitude for yourself in this moment. Really love yourself. And again, just doing a little bit of tap on the meridians. Love your chin. Love your glands. Love your little ears. Look how cute your ears are. Look at them with their like little Fibonacci spirals. Are you kidding me? Those things are adorable. Like seriously, your ears are freaking adorable. So just love them. Give them a little massage. Love your forehead. Love your crow's feet. I remember when I was like 26 and I started getting crow's feet and I was just like, oh my god, what's happening? Like, what is this? Like, this is the end. But like, even still, like the crow's feet, like those are those are stories that have shown that you have been smiling so much. So honor that and honor the top of your head. Getting into a little bit of like vulnerability here. For myself, like as a male, like one of the things is like I get self-conscious of the fact that like, you know, like my hair becomes thinner in certain parts as I've gotten older. I remember like when I was younger and I like, you know, suddenly became aware that like the back of my head was like a little bit thinner and I was like, oh sweet baby Jesus, like this is like what is going on here? But at the same time, that also invited me to practice loving it even more. So if like there's any part in your body that you want to continue to transform, the trick is to love it as it is right now. If you want to lose weight, if you want to like reduce wrinkles, if you want to like gain more like, you know, just kind of like hair and stuff like that, love it as it is right now. So for any of the men and for any of the women, if you notice, you're just like, hey, you know, like I noticed like my hair is thinning. Because again, it's like, it's a human thing, right? Like, and that was kind of the thing that allowed me to shift. And I'm like, oh wait, I'm not the only one. This is actually a normal thing, but it's also a humbling thing. So be sure to give yourself a little massage on your scalp and just love it as it is right now. And love your top of your head. Love it for the ability of it to be able to like receive sunlight and to receive prana through your crown. So just kind of putting your hands on your head and just like sitting here and just be like, deep breaths. Love that part of your body. Love every part of your body. Every part of your body has a part to play. In the same way, each one of us has a part to play. So very, very beautiful. So again, let's just kind of like give your head a little bit of a shake. Give your hands a little bit of a shake. We've scanned our entire body. We'll take a couple more breaths here to just love your entire field. Drop into this place of stillness. And again, just acknowledge the fact that now you surround yourself with this like pink vibrant field, and the field is actually a little bit brighter. It's more vibrant. You feel a little bit lighter. Your chest feels a little bit more open. Your smile is just a little bit more natural. Allow yourself to just smile. Literally, that's your practice. Smile right now. Smile with the inhale. Big smile with the exhale. Just be like, I am grateful for my body. I am grateful I have the experience for it. I am grateful I was given this opportunity as a soul. I am privileged. I am honored, and I am going to use this body with purpose, with intention, to be able to help make a difference in this world. I am going to use my hands to serve as an ambassador for higher consciousness. Your body is not just for you to experience and grow through, but it is also a tool for you to be able to serve with. How will you use your hands and your voice and your heart to literally help anchor in higher conscious ideas into this space, into your culture, into your day-to-day life? Just honor that. Take a couple more breaths here in your own stillness. Bring your hands to your heart if you want to. Just take a few more breaths here. Deep inhale and like audible exhales. Again, deep inhale. When you're ready, gently release your hands again. Give them a shake. Give your whole body a shake. Oh, thank you for showing up to this practice. So that one took, we spent a little bit more time on that than I was fully anticipating, but that's okay. Let's move up into a quick standing exercise. We're just going to allow ourselves to move our body physically standing, then we're going to sit down. We're going to go through our chakra practice meditation. We'll do it a little bit differently today. We'll just do like kind of like a full scan, and then we'll wrap it up there. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. A reminder that if you've been tuning in on these on the regular, to keep tuning in to the best of your abilities. Share this with your friends. That's one of the best ways that you can be able to help just like spread the love. Of course, know that donations are also always accepted and appreciated, be it a single donation or a monthly donation to the Patreon. The Patreon is patreon.com/Brendan Culton. That helps us support in continuing to send out the signal to increase the reach so that more people can tune into this. And you also get your 25% discount code for items at the Quest item shop. So again, check the Patreon in the link on the info on YouTube and Facebook, or on Patreon, just on Instagram. Just send me a message and let me know you tuned in. So let's stand up. Let's take a moment here to be able to stretch our body. And again, just like acknowledging the fact that like our bodies like change all the time. Like even for myself, like I do like intentionally just kind of like, work on crafting my body as an extension of my soul, as a piece of art. And yet even still, like it's kind of changes each day. It depends on how much pizza I had on the weekend. Some days, like, okay, honestly, right now, I want you to look sideways and I want you to honor your tum-tum, and I want you to acknowledge that, like, this tum-tum right here, the part where it, like, sticks out, that's actually normal. Like, we have this idea that we think, like, it needs to be, like, super flat, and that's, like, kind of like this, like, facade that's been kind of, like, told to us by culture and everything like that. Your tum-tum actually should look like it's sticking out a bit, because those are your abdominal muscles that are there. So if you, like, have a stomach like that just means that your stomach, like, is, like, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And then if you, like, straighten your posture and then you kind of, like, tuck it in, it's going to look different on different days. But whatever it looks like today, I want you to just honor that. So just kind of take a moment here, just kind of, like, honor your tum-tum, play it like a little drum. That's totally cool. And then, again, just start moving your body. We're just going to take a moment here to just bring a little movement to our body, reaching our arms up for the sky. Oh, my shoulder, I can still feel it. It's still healing, but it's getting better. And just allow yourself to feel the dynamic motion of your body. I want you to just find a way in which you're moving your body and actually allowing gravity to move it with you. So allow yourself to just kind of like find a way in which you're actually feeling the weight of your body with gravity. And just be very gentle with this. If you have any issues with your hips, just be aware of kind of what it feels like when you move your hips. Just find any edges and just kind of like be aware of those. And again, from here, even just bringing a little bit of like bend into our knees. Just allowing this to be like a little bit of a qigong practice for you. You can do kind of like what I'm doing here, where you kind of bend your knees. And what we'll do, we'll just kind of like hold our hands like this. So create like a little L shape. Hold them like this if you want to do this. Gentle inhale. Exhale, expand and push out. Gentle inhale, bring your arms back in. Exhale out. As you're doing this, you're activating the chi in your body. Inhale again. Exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And again, from here, just bring any movement into your body that you feel you need to be able to bring. I'm just going to kind of do like a little bit of like a flow practice with my hands. Finding symmetry between your hands is always a cool thing. Again, kind of like practicing your mudras. If you want to be able to practice finding symmetry between your hands, that's always a cool practice. So again, you can just kind of like observe how your hands kind of meet each other like a mirror, and allow that to just be something that maybe you may be new to, but just observe how your body and the hemispheres of your brain can naturally do this. So even just like imagine like your hands kind of coming together, and then just kind of like them expanding like two cells in mitosis. So it's like, and then they kind of like come back together again. And then you can kind of bring in the edges of your palms, finding the digits of your fingers, allowing it to be a bit of a dance. Put your arms towards the sky. Again, just bringing any movement into your body right now. Any sort of movement is the movement you want to bring. Just listen to your body. Maybe you need to go slow. Maybe you need to go fast. Maybe you want to like practice like standing on one foot. We're just going to do this just for like literally just like one more minute. So even just from here, I'm just going to do like a little bit of just like energy flow. Again, kind of like pretend you're like a Shaolin monk. and find that natural technique that can come forward. Like, I honestly firmly believe that each and every single one of us has like this like intelligence inside of us that's like this like sacred guardian that has been like practicing like all of these like martial arts throughout the ages, and it's actually like encoded into our DNA. So just like imagine that you're just kind of like practicing on a mountain right now and you actually know what you're doing, and all you have to do is listen to your body, release judgment, and to find the ways in which your body naturally flows. And what you're doing here, you're basically moving, wherever you're moving with awareness. You're moving with intention. So that's the point. Like, it doesn't even like matter like how you're moving your body, but wherever you're moving, you're bringing awareness to it. Bring awareness not just to the skin, but to the energy, to the field around your body. Make this practice your own. Practice being intuitive. Practice being practice improvising. Practice being spontaneous. Practice being in tune. Allow that like ancient Shaolin Kung Fu to come through you. We'll finish off here in about 10 seconds. Gently bring your hands to your hearts. Take a moment here. Straighten up your spine. And just take 2 more breaths. Deep, gentle inhale. Big exhale. 1 more. Deep inhale. Release your hands. Give your arms a shake. Straighten up your spine. Just kind of like move any part of your body that you need to. Wiggle your tail a bit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. Shout out to one of my new friends, Katie. I know Katie does belly dancing, and I think that's like a really cool thing. The idea of doing belly dancing. Oh, she's right here. I didn't even notice. Hey, Katie, how's it going? Cool. You know, like belly dancing. Belly dancing is such like a similar practice. Just the idea of like really like, you know, just like honoring the sacred divinity of the body and just kind of like finding that intuitive motion. Really, really cool. So if you're looking for to connect to free spirit living, and you'll see Katie's videos, and I invite you to do so that you can be inspired by them, you know? So let's move into our practice. We only have like a few minutes. So what we're going to do for our chakra practice meditation, I invite you to continue this beyond this practice because we have to wrap it up in about 6 minutes. We're going to go through each chakra. We're going to do it, probably do it about 3 or 4 times, but we're going to move through with each one in a consecutive order. So again, I'm going to tell you what each one is, and again, the intention behind doing this is that when we use the mantra, it's like tuning the instrument of our body, tuning the chakras. The chakras are multidimensional organs that allow us to receive information from the future, allow us to develop our intuition. And what we're going to do, we're going to go through each one, top to bottom, and then we're going to do it again while gently bringing awareness to each virtue or just focusing on the sound. So I'm going to give you an instruction. Some of you already know what it is, and then we're going to walk through it again. Brow chakra, the vowel is, I'm just going to go right to the sounds. Brow chakra, the sound is E, throat. A, heart. O, pulmonaries. A, solar. U, sacral. Root. Do it again and tune in, and I'm going to tell you what the virtues are. So go ahead and jump in on this one. Brow chakra, virtue, serenity. E. Hold it for a few seconds. E. Throat chakra, justness. A. Compassion. O. gratitude for our ancestors. Ah. Temperance. Chaste. Patience. Take a deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. We're going to go through it again. We'll do it a few more times, maybe about like 2 or 3 more times. And this time we'll go like just like a little bit louder, a little bit deeper. Each time that you do this, I want you to actually focus on the vibration. Focus on the sensation. I want you to become aware. So it's not just a sound, but you're actually, when you do this on your own, next time you're going to like do this, kind of like outside of this broadcast, you'll be like doing it and you'll be like, oh, I can feel my third eye. Oh, I can feel my throat. Oh, I can feel my heart. You'll feel the vibration in that part of your body. So it's interesting. Like it's not just, again, it's not just like random sounds. Each sound, you can literally feel the correlating, which is why they are what they are. Again, this is ancient stuff. If you want the 2-hour lecture, send me a message and I'll send it to you. Taking a breath here, deep, gentle inhale, exhale through your mouth. Starting together. Inhale. Good. Let's move through it again and again. As we do this, kind of bring in all the themes of today's practice. Really, again, just like honoring the body and understanding that the chakras are a part of that. So as we do this, just kind of like honoring each chakra as we go through it as an extension of the rest of our body. Starting again, brow chakra. Pay attention to my hand for the kind of like the cadence of it. Brow chakra. Ready? Deep inhale, exhale on your own. Last one. Here we go. Beautiful. Just take a breath here. Acknowledge how you're feeling. You've given yourself the gift of self-love today. Allow yourself to breathe. Any deep, gentle inhale, exhales. Last minute of the broadcast, we're just finishing off here. Thanking everyone so much again for showing up, for all that you do, for all of the vibrations that you carry through you. The code of the matrix is amplified through your heart, and you are changing the world with each step, with each act of art. So continue to practice loving yourself. Continue to practice shining your light. Show up every single day. This is a part of the fight. Yet the fight is a dance, and allow us to be beyond this entrancement so that we can continue to see all that is here for us to be. Awesome stuff. Okay, cool. Wrapping it up. Thank you so much, everyone, again for joining in. Please feel free to check out my Patreon. Contribute a donation when you can. $2, $5, $1 million, totally up to you. Patreon.com/Brendan Colton, ParadigmShiftCentral.com. I'll see you guys in the future. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for showing up. I love you. There we go. And YouTube, thank you again. I love you guys too. All right, smash that like button. See you in the future.